the store, came here to the gas station. It's on his live. All the evidence is on this boy's live. Okay. And he said, oh, I got him now, I'm gonna pull up now and jump out. He jumped off the car, he was recording it with his phone, walked up to our car, and then we was bagging out. We pulled over right here. Okay. And it should be on their cameras too, so you'll see.
I'm happy that justice is being served.
Fox 32 has just blown the lid off one of the biggest political scandals to hit the state in recent memory, revealing that the FBI has launched a full-scale investigation into Dalton's controversial mayor, Tiffany Henyard. For months, there were murmurs about her shady dealings and questionable behavior, but now, with the FBI on her trail, those murmurs have turned into a full-blown explosion. The accusations are jaw-dropping, from corruption and extravagant spending to living a double life that reads more like a crime thriller than a public servant's biography. Henyard, once proudly calling herself a super mayor, is now staring down the fight of her life, and if found guilty, she could face up to 25 years behind bars. The whole drama began quietly, with the FBI secretly gathering evidence on Henyard after her actions raised more than a few eyebrows among Dalton's residents and officials. After months of surveillance, whispers, and issuing subpoenas, they were ready to take action. What they uncovered was nothing short of shocking: gross mismanagement of taxpayer dollars, personal indulgences paid for by the town's coffers, and allegations that go well beyond financial misconduct. Henyard, who had already faced legal trouble in the past for vehicle trespassing, now faces a whopping 22 federal charges. But this isn't just about her political life anymore. Her entire existence is being scrutinized under the harshest of lights, and the future looks anything but bright. What's truly scandalous is that Henyard's alleged misdeeds didn't just impact her. She reportedly bled Dalton dry, turning the town's finances into her personal piggy bank. While Dalton's citizens struggled, the mayor was living it up like a celebrity. Imagine this: a mayor supposedly serving her community, blowing $7,700 in just one day at stores like Target, Walgreens, and Wayfair, all on the taxpayer's dime. And while her constituents were tightening their belts, Henyard was flying first class, complete with a professional hair and makeup team to ensure she looked flawless for any public appearance. As Dalton teetered on the edge of financial ruin, Henyard's extravagant spending continued unchecked. In just 1 year, the town went from having a comfortable $5.6 million surplus to a staggering $3.6 million deficit. Much of this financial nosedive can be traced back to Henyard's personal indulgences, including over $12,000 in travel expenses and other reckless purchases. It got so bad that the town was forced to revoke her access to village credit cards. Imagine being the mayor and getting your government-issued credit cards taken away because you can't be trusted with them. But the scandal goes even deeper. Henyard allegedly used taxpayer money to benefit her family as well. A jaw-dropping $561,000 was spent repaving her mother's driveway, a figure so outrageous it left residents in complete shock. Meanwhile, Dalton's police force seemed to be missing in action because they were reportedly running personal errands for Henyard. One former police chief revealed that officers, who should have been patrolling the streets and protecting citizens, were instead chauffeuring Henyard around town like she was royalty. And then there were the parties. Despite growing criticism and mounting evidence of her reckless spending, Henyard threw a massive, over-the-top event for the town. She spent $50,000 on performances from artists like Kiki Wyatt and Jay Holiday, who were each paid handsomely for their sets, $30,000 for Wyatt and $20,000 for Holiday. She didn't stop there. Henyard shelled out thousands more for sound systems, comedians, and even $6,600 on bounce houses. The kicker? Only 70 people showed up to the event, leaving taxpayers furious. But Henyard's lavish spending wasn't the only thing raising red flags. She also allegedly used her position of power to intimidate anyone who dared to question her authority. It's reported that she fired employees who wouldn't play along with her schemes and silenced trustees who attempted to expose her wrongdoing. Her use of taxpayer money to plaster her face on billboards and promote herself across town was seen by many as a glaring abuse of power. It seemed Henyard believed she was untouchable, acting as though the rules simply didn't apply to her. That all started to crumble when her former right-hand woman, Carmen Carlisle, decided enough was enough. After 2 years of witnessing Henyard manipulate town employees, vendors, and residents, Carlisle took her evidence straight to the FBI. Armed with receipts, both figuratively and literally, Carlisle exposed the depth of Henyard's corruption. She revealed how the mayor had treated Dalton's finances like her own personal bank account, and her testimony became the catalyst that set the full investigation into motion. Once a trusted ally, Carlisle's decision to blow the whistle is a major turning point in the scandal, and it's made Henyard's grip on power even shakier. But Carlisle wasn't the only one to turn on Henyard. Keith Freeman, Henyard's former aide, is also facing serious legal trouble of his own for bankruptcy fraud. Word on the street is that Freeman, too, is cooperating with the FBI, adding even more weight to the case against Henyard. With two of her closest former allies now working with federal authorities, it seems Henyard's once tight inner circle is falling apart, and fast. The FBI isn't just interested in Henyard's shopping sprees and luxury vacations, though. They're digging deep into every corner of her personal and professional life, from her political connections to her charitable ventures. They're scrutinizing everything, including her involvement in a cancer charity and her private business dealings. Every financial move she's made is being tracked and analyzed, leaving no stone unturned. Trustee Brittany Norwood, speaking on behalf of Dalton's frustrated and furious residents, summed up the sentiment when she said, "We've been asking for someone to come out here and save us." For the people of Dalton, it looks like that help has finally arrived. Despite the FBI closing in on her, Henyard continues to act as if nothing is wrong, still sitting in her mayoral seat. Some residents are growing increasingly frustrated by the slow pace of justice, questioning why it's taking so long for Henyard to be held accountable for her actions. But it's becoming clearer by the day that Henyard's days of unchecked power are coming to an end. In a shocking twist, Henyard recently turned herself in to the FBI. Rumors are swirling that she's hoping to cut a deal, offering up information on her partners in crime in exchange for a reduced sentence. But for the people of Dalton, her downfall is about more than just a criminal case. It's a chance to start over. After years of watching their town's finances spiral out of control and its leadership become a symbol of corruption, the residents of Dalton are ready for a fresh start. However, there are still plenty of unanswered questions. Will the millions of dollars Henyard allegedly misused ever be recovered? Can Dalton rebuild its financial stability and restore trust in its local government? And what will become of Henyard's political career now that her corruption has been laid bare for the world to see? As Dalton tries to pick up the pieces, one thing is certain: the people are ready for change. With Henyard's lavish lifestyle coming to a screeching halt, the town of Dalton can finally begin to heal from the years of damage left in her wake. The road to recovery won't be easy, but for the first time in years, there's a sense of hope in the air. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over. There are sure to be more twists and turns as the FBI continues to unravel the extent of this scandal. For now, though, Dalton's residents are ready to close the chapter on one of the most outrageous political sagas in recent memory and move forward into a new era.